All right, I want to talk about opposite side delay. And what in the world does that mean? Well, I'm a big fan of what's called LCR mixing, and it essentially stands for left, center, right. And it means when you pan, your choices are center panning, all the way on the left, or all the way on the right. I mean, you can cheat and maybe put a hi hat somewhere, in the middle of all that, but or maybe toms or something. But generally speaking, it's the idea that you want to keep stuff very wide and very separate. Make a decision; it needs to be left or center or right. Now, what happens with that is, like say with rock guitars as one example, or want to be on this left side, want to be on this right side, and they kind of get this. I don't know. It's like it's too close to you. It's not enough space in it, and delays are an awesome way of getting a track that's hard pan, but it feels like it's close, but on the left side, and we kind of add some dimension to it, I guess. Although I have another video for that too. So let's take a look here at my little '80s kind of sounding synth thing. What else is new? Why do I even bother explaining it? Yeah. Okay. Now, I'm sure your rocker metal dudes are like, homo. Oh, sorry, gay people. Anyway. All right, I wanted to find my little chords first. Okay. And I'm soloing those, and they're entirely on that side. And to me, that just seems a little bit boring. And so what I'm going to do, let's send them to, what I've done is I've created two delays. One is right here. It's called delay left, and maybe you can see it. I'm panning that to the left side. And I have delay right, which has the same exact settings in terms of delay time and feedback and all that business, and it's on the right side. This makes it real easy for me to decide which side I want my delays to be on. All right, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to start sending this delay to that right side. Now, at the moment, it kind of has this obvious, you can hear one, like you'll hear the real one, and then you hear the fake one, the delayed one, and it kind of creates this ba-dum across the screen or stereo spectrum. Let's listen, though, in context. I'm going to mute that other synth. It's important not to have that guy in there for now. All of a sudden, that obvious thing is gone. And what do we have? We have a synth that is on the left side, and he's hard panned, but he doesn't sound as, what's the right word for it? I don't know, boring or a two-dimensional. We're starting to get a little bit of something good in there by throwing it on the other side. Let's play this. Nothing? Something. Oh, yeah. What's wrong with that? That's a baby making sound right there. All right, so now we put our other dude on there, and let's make sure Mr. Lead, I guess he's a lead, I don't know. He's off. We'll turn him all the way down. And same thing. Hey, go down there. Okay. All right, nothing. I like that. Now let me start muting these. No delay at all right here. I'll turn the delays off. I'll turn them back on in a second. In the event that you get too much delay or it's too obvious of a sound, you can always just knock the top end off of either one. And that's something that I want to cover more heavily in another video, but it's a great way of killing the distinctive sound, I guess you could say. And then just for our setting, just keep in mind these delays aren't very bold anyway. I'm using a 16th note, which is pretty freaking fast, and not a lot of feedback. So if those were stacked on top of each other, here's what we get. So you can see it's a really subtle thing we're doing here. We're just nudging into the direction of space and dimension, not getting too nuts. And we could definitely, and I have for like more live type Sonic records. And I say live, I'm thinking like Rush or some kind of big arena type thing. We could definitely go bump, 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 and have like big spacey delays working too. That didn't fit this particular production. I threw it together in 2 minutes. But the idea that you could have a dry track with it and kind of anchored on this like, left side, and then this, almost like a stadium on the right side, puts you in some very powerful territory. And of course, you have to worry about that stadium stomping on the toes of whatever's on the right side. But if you do it right, there are ways that you can have two distinct instruments in their own space, but still super clear. So anyway, play with that, but definitely putting delays on the opposite side is an awesome way of creating three-dimensional space.